Hey guys, welcome to the EDX Spring Week 2016. This is the first game between Frost Academy and Virgin Esports. This is me, Vikash, and joined by Frost and Zakas from EDX. Hey guys.
What's up?
Hey, Vikas.
So, the first game is going to be Frost Academy versus Virgin Esports. What do you think about this game? Any favorites going into the game?
Well, considering that I coach Frost Academy, so I have a very clear bias towards Frost Academy in general.
Okay, we have someone biased with us now. So, the first band's going to be Victor on the side of Frost Academy and Nautilus on Virgin Esports. I think Nautilus is pretty strong in the top lane at this moment. Any views on that?
I think the Nautilus ban is mainly for Synth. He's been known to pick it for support and he mains it. So I think the ban is more focused on him rather than that being on top lane. And Nautilus, yes, it becomes a huge menace at bot as well because the amount of CC you can chain up, that's quite a lot.
Seems interesting. So it's gonna be a support Nautilus man as far as you say. And Malphite and the Kalista, those are the second round of bans. Pretty standard as far as I think.
Yeah, I think Malphite is just a strong pick in general at top lane. I think that's for that. And Holy Gunners has been playing Kalista for a while now. And stack ban.
So
And we see a lot of
Zhao ban
Malphite
from
bans
you.
in ranked solo queue especially, and Malphite is almost perma banned in Diamond Elo right now.
Maybe it's
And
the
so is
engagement he
Gangplank.
brings in, I think. Okay, so round 3, it's in Zhao and Gangplank. Maybe the OP ban's coming in right now. I don't think it's a targeted ban. Do you guys?
Gangplank is a very strong pick in general on blue side and it's extremely strong in this meta game. So I think that is the reason that GP was banned. Zinzao again, he's received a fresh round of buffs in this patch. I think that was a more kind of a meta ban here. The first pick Tamkench, that's a solid first pick because Tamkench is excessively strong in this meta as well, which is like, and it's been countered with a Braum pick and an Amumu pick.
So the Tompkins, do you think they're gonna put it top lane or maybe in the support role?
It's a support Tamken.
Okay, it's probably gonna be a support Tompkins. And as far as Virgin Esports go, the first 2 picks, they locked in a lot of engage and disengage in the Braum and the Amumu. How do you think they're gonna proceed with this combo? Are they gonna go for a pure teamfight combo, or do you think they could be able to flex this?
Well, the first 2 picks, I think it clearly dictates that it's going to be a very big like team fight
Combo, team fight comp.
Exactly.
Because considering the first 2 picks itself, they're bringing in so much CC to the team already when it comes to team fighting. You have a lockdown, a Momo ulti, and a Braum ulti, which can be used as an engage or a disengage.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the purple team is looking at playing a more team fight oriented comp. But at the same time, they should be careful because what happens most often is teams which go a full wombo combo comp, if not executed right, then they tend to fall behind, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If you don't have the lead against, say, a split push comp or something, you're not going to be able to team fight the system. Okay,
Right.
so Rek'Sai and Tristana are the round 2 of picks for Frost Academy. Seems interesting. There's going to be a lot of pressure with Rek'Sai early in the jungle, I think.
I already see the blue team playing a very global comp because the Tom Kench has his ulti, the Rek'Sai has his ulti, and at the same time the team comp also with the first 3 picks has a lot of disengage already with the Tristana jump, the Tristana knockback, the Tom has eat. So they're already picking it smartly against possible all engage comp.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to dive the Tristana in this kind of comp. You're not going to be able to get to her that easily. Lucian and Riven coming in as second round of picks for Virgin Esports. Pretty strong laners, I think.
I think here the Tamkench is going to completely negate everything which Virgin Esports throws because Tamkench is basically it's just a 90 initiation and a 90 playmaking champ, and mostly all 3 of the major picks from Amumu to Braum to Riven, they're all combo oriented, and Tam can just stop that. I think Tam's going to be a very big pick against them, and I don't think it was wise from Virgin Esports to let it through on the blue side.
Okay.
And
But do
looking
you
at
think
the
they'll be
rest
able to
of
get through? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, looking at the rest of the picks on blue side, you can see a little more disengage already coming in. You have a Poppy who can possibly knock 2 people away. So when you see an Amumu coming into ulti, If he ults at the right time, he can completely negate the wombo combo from the purple team. And Corki has disengaged as well. So I feel the blue team is picking smarter right now. But
Yeah.
let's see how it goes.
I also think the Poppy is going to be like a good lane matchup against Riven. You could survive lane against a Riven as a Poppy, I think. Let's see.
Poppy,
The
I
last
think, is
pick coming
actually
from
quite a
Virgin
big
Esports.
counter to Riven in lane
Oh,
if
Yeah,
played
so
properly.
it's a good disengage comp right now on blue team versus a very all-in comp, wombo combo comp from the purple team. So if
okay. Let's see if
executed
they're going to
well,
lock in the Oriana. No, Lissandra. Okay, they're going to go full in on the engage. They're gonna try to dive the backline, I guess.
Frost, what do you think about Aruna going barrier versus the Lissandra mid? Would it be smarter to go a cleanse versus the Lissandra?
Well, yes, I think in this case, Cleanse would be better, but I think he trusts himself not to get caught by the CC. Let's see, he might change it.
I certainly hope that he changes it because against a Lissandra and Amumu as your jungler, it's gonna be pretty hard for you if you don't have a clan. You're gonna get camped most probably.
Right.
Okay, I guess that's it for the picks and bans. I don't think there's gonna be any swap arounds or signature spells change at the moment. So as far as team comp goes, what do you guys think about this? Blue team, I think Frost Academy, that was really clever draft. They added in a lot of elements to their team comp, but Virgin Esports, they're gonna go all in on the team fighter part.
Well, the Corki has changed it to Cleanse, so I think
Okay,
that's a
that's
good thing on
pretty
his
good.
part. He's become even more slippery. The draft here, I think it's been completely won by Frost Academy, to be honest.
Okay.
So I think here they just need to they just need to focus on taking the turrets down. It's more of a team fight comp from Virgin Esports, but then again, like the amount of disengage and the amount of like split fighting you can do, that's a lot on the part of FA as well. We'll just see how the Riven works out in this meta game because personally I don't think it's that good. Or we'll have to see how it pans out in the game.
Ideally,
Okay,
I
so
think you're going to see a lot of what's it called global presence happening this game because you have a double TP on the purple team and on the blue team you have a single TP, but you have a Corki who's probably going to be roaming once he gets his package. You have a Rek'Sai who can ult in, so I think there's going to be a lot of bloodshed this game.
okay. So during the last tournament, a lot of people know that I was emphasizing on not focusing the dragon and focusing on towers. But with 6.3, there's been a little bit of changes to dragon buffs. Do you think that will affect the meta? Do you think there's going to be more emphasis on dragon now?
I think the second dragon is like has assumed more importance now, and it's
Okay.
better for like the blue side or for First Academy to control it more because they have more of a siege comp than than of a team fight comp because the Tristana, the Corki, all of these picks scream that they need to take turrets down. So I
Yeah.
think the Tristana and the Corki will be instrumental in doing that, and so the second dragon will be quite helpful to them.
So I think there might be early emphasis on dragon as far as you say.
I think there should be. But again, it has to it all depends on how the laning phase initially pans out.
Okay.
Ideally, yes, the first two dragons, the FA should look to get that as soon as possible because it will help them immensely.
Also, one
Also,
more
there
thing I'd like
were
to
a
point
lot.
out is that the blue team has the more favorable team comp right now, and they've picked very smart versus an all-in team. But at the same time, they need to be careful for certain pickoffs because if you have like three of the purple teams sticking together, considering all of them have really good CC, if you have a Lissandra coming in and like a Riven Flash stun and they can insta one of the carries like either Corki or Tristana, then that would be really good. Like when the Tom isn't around. So
Yeah,
the
they
blue team
have
needs
to
to
be extremely wary, like when they time their engages, because it's a full AoE comp, and if the time manages
Okay.
to get the one guy you manage to AoE, then that's going to be like nothing short of a catastrophe in terms of the game. But we'll have to see. Both of the carries on FS side are extremely slippery as well. The Tristana has a meter-long jump, and the Corki has his Valkyrie to get away, and that combined with the additional peel from the Tam should keep them safe, hopefully.
hopefully blue team's plays this smart as well, because if they have the Rek'Sai and the Poppy just going in and not coming back to peel for their double carries, then that would be a problem as well. Because if they have the wombo combo going on the back line, then that might be a problem as well.
Okay. So as far as this game concerns, 6.3 has brought in a lot of new changes. Do you think we're gonna see items such as Dustblade and stuff? I don't think there's a champion that would build Dustblade this game.
No, I don't think so. Maybe Riven in
Yeah,
certain
Riven is one
situations.
of the few possibilities that might just build a Duskblade this game, but
Do you think it would be efficient to build a Dustblade on Riven? Because you're gonna be
In this
auto-attacking a
game,
lot
I don't
and...
think so because
in
the
this game
carries
they
are way
wouldn't.
too slippery. So yeah.
Okay. So we are gonna load into the game right now. And there we go, we have our obligatory pause.
Indian internet.
You can't avoid this if you're gonna play.
Subcontinent tournaments.
Okay, so as far as laning phase goes, do you think Tristana Tompkins would be able to like out-trade and outplay Lucian Braum? Because traditionally Lucian Braum has been known to be
I
really
think it's
strong
more
lane.
of a farm fest than it is
Okay.
a kill lane. Again, the only all in I see happening is going to happen at who gets the level 2 first. Brown Lucian, of course, is an extremely strong lane to lane against, but again, the Tamkench just offers a lot of disengage potential because the moment you see 3 stacks of Brown's passive, you can just eat your carry and run away. So in terms of that, I don't think there's going to be a lot of fights happening between them two. Again, let's see how the lanes play out.
Okay, so it's gonna be more of a wave manipulation and last hitting rather than full-on ready team fight.
FA's objective should in this game
Yeah.
should just be to take turrets. To be honest, they don't need to team fight at all.
The wave manipulation and management would favor the blue team because Tamkench and Tristana, when Tristana gets ahead, farms up for late game will be so much better. But ideally, the
Okay.
Braum and Lucian should try and look for a couple of kills as soon as possible early, if at all they're going to kill. Because after a certain point, they're never going to kill the Tristana Tamkench lane.
Another interesting thing to note is that FA can't really force a lot of engages at bot because Virgin Esports is running double teleport. So if they overextend or if they use their cooldowns to get in some position which is not optimal, then
Yeah,
they'll be
you don't
TP'd
want to
upon and
build
they'll be
fan
crushed
power
there.
when
So,
they're
yeah.
teleporting behind you. That's gonna be really not
I'd
good.
also like to add something about the jungling. I feel Rek'Sai is a very strong jungler once he gets level 3 itself because of his cap closing ability and the CC from the knockup. So I'm guessing Syntastic is going to be looking for early ganks, maybe, I don't know, because the rest of his team doesn't look very early game-ish.
But
So I'm
I'd
not
like to
sure.
ask you, because you play a lot of Rek'Sai, Jojo, if you
Yeah.
were playing.
Exactly, that's what I said. If I was playing this game, I don't think I would have ganked as I don't think I'd be trying to gank that much as well because if you look at the laners, I possibly gank the Poppy lane because she has a little bit of CC. But I'm guessing on the other hand, Momo is going to be trying to rush his level 6, if I'm not wrong. That would be the smarter option for the Momo.
So would you be looking to farm up
If
and scale with levels along with the Amumu?
Yeah, exactly. If I was a Rexa, I'd try to farm up and scale with levels.
So as Rek'Sai, if you're not going to be able to gank, would it be more efficient to counter jungle and such, or would you stick to rather farm jungle and jungle?
He can do both actually. If he plays it smart enough, he can counter jungle and Amumu. But
Okay.
actually, I feel Amumu also has good clear speeds with his Despair and his Tantrum. So if he's going to be doing the rushing 6 part, I don't think he's going to be
The Porky
throwing to counter
forgot to
jungling.
buy items.
Okay, so we might have level 1 action this game, but I'm skeptic.
I
Virgin
think
Esports,
the
they're
way
gonna
they
try
are
to
going,
invade the
there's going
red
to
side.
be some action possible. Let's see.
They might run into each other. They might.
This is extremely risky for both the parties concerned. They've completely avoided the red side of the jungle. They would really want a vision on the Rek'Sai where he's starting and how he's starting.
Okay. So 2 wards were placed on the same brush. It might be intentional because vision
No, I
is a
think
little bit
that's
different for that
communication error, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I don't think like it makes no sense placing those two words like in those two areas. Well, it
Well,
must have been
in
like
strategy
I'll also
rush,
place.
technically, like it doesn't give you full vision if you place only one ward in the edge. Maybe they wanted full vision on like and that area. But then again, you can't be too sure. It might be just a communication error.
I'd like to add something in here. If I was a Rek'Sai, what I'd possibly do is the normal jungle pattern of starting Krugs, going to red, going to blue, and possibly try and get an early gank on the Riven at level 3. If that works in favor of Frost Academy and they get first blood, that'd be great, and then continue jungling. But let's see how it goes.
Okay.
Because with Poppy's Q and Poppy's E by then, if they get a nice clutch CC on the Riven, they might just kill her when she all-ins.
Both the junglers, they opted to start on the bot side of the map. Amumu starting on his blue and Rek'Sai starting on her red.
A lot of action going on the top lane. They're fiercely trading with each other.
Is there a way to check the keystones now when I'm in spec mode? I can't, right?
No, I don't think so.
I think the Poppy has what's it called?
Oh, what an all-in!
And that's first blood for you. Birdie, please. He gets in, he takes under the Riven for first blood. It's gonna be a hard lane, I assume.
Yeah, now
you don't want to fall behind.
Now, if I was the Rek'Sai, I would have just camped the hell out of top lane.
Okay.
Looking at the way that Riven was playing, he was playing so aggressive at level 1. We look at a possible counter jungling by the
It's extremely weird because I don't ever see this happening.
I've never seen an Amumu counter jungle with Rek'Sai, so I'm not too sure what Mr. Humaid is thinking.
Birdie
right
is
now.
completely abusing the Riven at this point of time.
Okay, I think
lane.
that was a bit of timing issue. Humaid needed to be a little bit earlier if he wanted to counter jungle his blue.
Right.
It's not gonna work when you get around 3 minutes. It's too late for that.
Actually, I think I changed my mind. If I was a Rek'Sai now, I'd just continue. I wouldn't gank top.
We might see a possible kill on Humaid King right now.
Oh, and he misses his burrow.
He might okay, never mind. I think he's dead.
He's pretty much.
That was a good follow-up by the way.
This is just pandemonium breaking out. Even the Riven is extremely low. She might get died. Oh my god.
Okay, there you go. I think this game's pretty much over for the early game. They need to farm it out and play safe, I guess. Because the top lane's losing, your jungle just got killed. It's gonna be a lot harder for you.
Right. Like I said, yeah, I changed my mind. If I was Rek'Sai, I wouldn't go top anymore because I think that lane is pretty much done right now. The Riven's gonna be way too behind once the Poppy back.
The Riven still has flash up despite having died 2 times. It's extremely strange.
No, what happened in the first blood was it was E stun.
The first blood was a stun, but like
Yeah.
the second blood, I think she should have anticipated the damage maybe from the buckler.
Sin is being so annoying on this Rek'Sai. I think he just changed his mind. He doesn't want camps from his jungle anymore. He just wants it from the red side jungle.
And he doesn't need to gank anywhere right now because all his lanes are doing well. They know that the Amumu is in no position to gank in any lane because he just died in his own jungle. So he might as well just counter jungle and give them vision of where the Amumu might be, and he can just farm up.
Okay, at a 2k goal lead at 4 minutes, I don't think this is what you want if you're going to be playing a game like this. Maybe
Against a team comp which is supposed to scale, no, this is exactly what you do not want. We might see Birdie die at top. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's close.
That's close. Okay, there you go. Almost there.
I think the Riven doesn't know what Birdie's Q does because he could have sidestepped the blast from the Q or whatever that it does. Right? Don't you think so?
Yeah.
I think he'd use his dash. I think there wasn't any way that he could have sidestepped that.
Also, one more thing I'd like to ask Frost as a support main. Braum and Lucian have been known for being the most, a very strong and aggressive bully lane. Looking at the bot matchup right now, they seem to be getting pushed under turret because of the Tristana.
Well, if you look at what Lucian's mana is, he has used everything right now and he doesn't have anything left for lane, so they can't actively trade back. And again, Braum and Lucian used to be a very strong lane, but that was before the release of Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench right now is absolutely obnoxious to lane against because he completely delays everything you do. and he can set up those plays from himself. Especially post 6, when he gets that extra damage on the basis of his own health, it's just very hard to lane against. Meanwhile, Riven might be still like Riven might again go down at top.
I'd like you to
Okay,
ask,
so Riven's
I'd
having
like
a
to ask
really
you
hard-
something.
Come on.
Frost, would it be smart of the purple team to have banned the Kalista and the Town Kench as opposed to the Nautilus?
I don't think it would have mattered too much, but yeah, giving away Tamkench on blue side, I don't think that's a very
I'm saying
optimal thing.
considering they were playing an all-engaged comp, it would have been smarter to ban the Town Kench over the Nautilus, right?
Of
Don't
course,
you think
yes.
so?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they tried to force ban the Wombo combo of the bot lane that they played really well of Nautilus and Kalista. But if they were banning the Kalista, maybe they should have left the Nautilus open and banned the Town Kench, is what I feel.
Again, the thing is that FA is known for playing a lot of Nautilus in their scrims and in a lot of places, and it's widely known that their support is extremely good at Nautilus. So maybe that was a warranted ban there. There are too many champs. If they had to attack their draft, I would have suggested going for both of the bans, Tam and the Naut, because these kind of things just completely counter their comp. Even the Nautilus, in a way, he has sufficient disengage if he wants to
So you're
disengage
saying
against.
they should have left the GP open?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think the ban should be GP, Nautilus, and Tamkench, and the rest they have to deal with it.
I thought there was going to be a gank on the top lane, but Amumu decides against it. Maybe he doesn't want to go against that Poppy anymore.
So Jojo, I would like to ask you, if you were the Amumu, what would be your strategy right now?
Since I'm already
Okay, Riven goes
behind
down.
right now, I wouldn't try to gank because see, ganking top lane right now would be completely useless because the Poppy might just kill both of you. I wouldn't want to gank until I was level 6, so I'd still try and rush my level 6 on the Momo right now. And ideally, I try to look for my first gank at mid maybe, if it works out well.
Post 6?
Yeah, post 6 on the Amumu.
Yeah.
Because top isn't a viable option right now. Bot the Tompkins is going to eat the Tristana and the Tristana is going to jump away after the Amumu ulti. So maybe if you look at a Q stun on the Corki and the ult, and as in the Corki can cleanse one of the ults, right? So hopefully they can somehow get out to still killing.
I think the gank would still fail, but the Corki would lose all his summoners that way.
Right.
Okay, so as far as top lane goes, do you think it's over at this point? Cause
Yeah.
huge
I
level
don't think there is any
discrepancy,
coming
like
back
3
against a
levels.
Poppy, especially if you're playing an assassin-oriented champ like Riven.
Okay.
Because
But
Poppy,
then
this meta is just very, very strong. It's not even a joke how strong she is right now. And again, we see Humed King going for a pink ward clear without any cover from his own team, and he's going to
I
die.
think he's dead at this moment, yeah.
Yeah, I think
This
I
game's
think
like slow boiling really quick, like 4k goal lead at around 8:30. That's a lot. I don't think it's gonna be pretty easy for Virgin Esports from this point.
And like Frost mentioned earlier, FA should look at taking the early dragons. Being so ahead right now, where the top lane is completely ahead and mid and bot is pushing up against them really well, Sin should possibly look at a good dragon call anytime soon in the next 2-3 minutes.
I think they could have done Dragon right there and then after killing the Amumu.
Exactly, that's what even I thought. But since they backed off, hopefully he's rethinking of doing dragon within the next 2 minutes.
Okay. So at this moment, every lane's doing like really good against their opponents for Frost Academy. In the mid lane, there's around 25 minion lead, and it's in the bot lane. And top lane, you don't need anything to say about that. You got 4 kills on the Poppy. What else do you need?
I think this game is more or less over because the things which have to scale have already scaled to such a point that you don't need to do anything now. There is a 2-level discrepancy at top already. He has a Sunfire cape and the Raven has 3 long swords, so there's nothing going to happen, and the Poppy can solo carry this game by itself.
Okay. So, yeah, I think you're not going to be able to do anything against the Poppy with Transfer Cape. Like 9 minutes in, that's too soon.
And plus, if you see that the Tristana has farmed really well for the first 9 minutes, he has like almost 90 CS, he's almost CSing at 10 per minute, which is really nice on his part. He's doing his job, he knows what his job is. He has to scale up as a Tristana, and he's just doing that.
Oh my god, we see a great blind steal by Fantastic. Okay, it wasn't really blind. Oh no, it was a blind steal.
It was a blind steal.
It was a really lucky, I'd say, Q.
I think so, because I don't see any kind of vision he had there, but yeah, he did it.
Yeah, he might have just wanted to check if someone was there, and he got a free buff. I'll take it any time of the day.
See, this
I
is the
feel
scenario.
Masura might go for a. That's a very risky play, but okay. Umaid King is just not respecting at this point, but
From the play
He
that
wanted
just
to
happened
get
there,
away.
from the play that just happened there, I sense that the Momo has tilted off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
I think the Match Square Pants is going to die here. Yeah.
there you go. That was like a really, it was more than bold, it was like an insane play by Koki, but still he managed to get away from it. I sense a lot of tilt coming from that.
I think this game is over at this
See,
point because
this is a scenario which I wouldn't want to be in if I was the Momo. It's like when a Momo gets counter jungle, gets killed in his own jungle, takes 9 minutes to get level 6, misses ulti. Then once you start falling so behind with a Momo, you feel, I mean, if I was him, I'd feel really helpless.
Tristana is backing with a gold of 3.5k in a kitty,
Okay,
which is
there you go.
a lot of money.
Get a full item now.
He could have gone into a
BF
BF shot into an RFC rush, but I think he's opting for the IE first.
I don't think it's gonna be an IE first, cause I think it's gonna be pickaxe BF into an RFC. IE first is not really efficient.
BF pickaxe into an RFC makes no sense. Basically, you just get the BF first so that you have that supplemental damage to go along with your RFC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Infinity Edge first, would that be efficient on its own?
I think FA does not even care at this point that what's efficient or not, because the amount the lead they have, like they have got 2 turrets at top and mid. The only lane left to push down is bot, which I think they'll be doing very soon. And so at this point they know they're comfortable, they know they can win, they don't have to do a lot. So the Tristana is just going for the
I
damage.
guess you're pretty much right, because Koki has all 3 components of his Triforce and no Triforce. Rek'Sai, he has a Tiamat. I think they don't need to build efficient anymore. You can just build bot.
At this point of time, FA can just go dive bot, which okay, we see a teleport play coming out. Sahil,
Okay, Riven goes in, well,
and he almost
gets Tristana, and there you go, that was disengaged. This is turning out to be real bad as the time goes by.
and that was a wrong ulti from Mad Square Pants because Corki had no summoners.
No,
He should have
no
ulted.
cleanse. Corki had no cleanse, and he should have.
And he was in a horrible position, stuck there. But
He was tanking turret as well.
Yeah, maybe at this point they're not keeping note of the summoner timings and all. Because it's gonna be really hard if you're losing esports.
I think it's a clear and classic case of tilt. The revenge died.
Yeah, I think there's some lot of miscommunication happening, a lot of shot calling happening in terms of targets, and a little bit of tilting as well.
At this point of time, Virgin Esports will be extremely hard pressed to come back into this game. They've lost all their outer turrets 13 minutes into the game.
And one dragon.
Corki will have completed his Triforce, the Tristana will get her Infinity Edge soon, and the Poppy is proxy firing behind your second turret. So I don't see a comeback happening here. Let's see.
So Amumu's entire jungle might be taken away. No. Why would you want to follow
Poppy misses her ult.
That's what it's gonna do.
This is just clinical execution coming out at this point. FA knows what to do, FA knows where to go, and they're hard pressing their advantages throughout the map, which is really good to see.
So yeah, this game might be pretty much over at this point because it's around a 10k goal lead, 9k goal lead at 14 minutes. I don't think you're going to be able to come back from that unless you're playing solo queue and your enemy deserves a lot.
It would take monumental throws even in solo queue to lose this game, so I don't personally see there being any kind of comeback whatsoever. Rift Herald being taken down by FA.
Well, you don't know. I play a lot of bronze solo queue, so it happens a lot.
This is more of a team game, so I don't think there's going to be anything happening.
Yeah, it won't happen.
Riven is going to die again here. Miss skill shots, but nobody really cares
I actually
because.
feel sad for the Riven.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like really pretty sad to see that.
But
As
again,
Riven,
like
you don't
that's
wanna
the
be
risk
zero
of
pick.
playing a pick like this. You pick Riven, so you'd better know your mechanics and you'd better back it up with your skills, because if you fail and if you fall behind in this meta where tanks are so prevalent in the top lane, it's going to be really, really hard. Again, Corki not watching, I think. He's not going to ult it.
Yeah,
That's
also,
a late
Riven was,
cleanse, but okay, he managed. I think this might be the Corki
Corki
going
was
down.
able to flash out of
Yep.
Lissandra's ult. I don't know if that's how the interaction works. I think I saw the
No, no, no.
start there.
No. The Lissandra didn't touch it.
Okay.
Lysandra couldn't come out in range because
We
he
see an
flashed out.
inhib going down in 15 minutes. What exactly is going on this game?
Yeah, Riven is
For
still
it, the game is pretty much over at this point.
I think the Riven has given up on this game already.
Considering the Riven was blind pick, so you would expect that it's not gonna end this bad, but it did.
You need to have a lot of confidence in your play if you want to pick Riven into blind picks. I don't think this was the right idea to do it right now.
Okay.
I think they've paid dearly for it.
So 16 minutes in, they did manage to get one kill as a consolation prize. I'm not sure if they have finished it.
I think Arnasura would be furious at himself for dying. They should have probably gone for the clean sheet game, but I think that's gone now.
They would have wanted now, you don't
The package being wasted to get the red buff, and he still couldn't get it, sadly.
Well, he tried.
Yeah,
It might have
that's what
worked.
counts, I guess.
Okay, so top lane inhibitors down, mid lane and bot lane tier 2
Also-
tanks are still standing.
Also, one more thing I'd like to add is, if when Frost asked me if I was a Momo, what I'd do, like when it was about level 5 or 4, I think, first thing that I do is, since I was already getting ganked in my jungle, I possibly go Tracker's Knife over the Stalker's Blade this game.
Okay.
Because I was level 5, I had already got invaded, so if I was rushing my level 6, I tried to get some defensive wards out to avoid the Poppy and Corki follow-ups on the Rek'Sai invades.
There's going to be another fight at bot
Honestly,
here.
you don't-
That's a very early exhaust, and that's
Okay,
an
they
unnecessary
tried to
flash
go
in my
all in on
opinion, but
Tristana,
okay.
but I don't
Synth
think
is
they
trying
were
to
able
solo the ADC down. Synth might die here.
Ah, that
He cancelled the
that
TP.
was like you get
Almost
one
home.
by your enemy
Oh, we see
support.
that-
That's not something you want to do.
TP was cancelled by the Riven, I think.
Oh, okay. And that's good on our part. And this is just cleanup duty at this point of time for FA. Braum cannot tank everything despite his shield.
I have just been
Yeah,
informed that
this has
Arunasura
been
is going to
such a
change his
hard
name to
game.
Chandrakant Maule after this game for being the one who has died on his team. He will
It's
be
gonna
known
be
as
really
FA
hard
Chandra
game.
from now on.
Master!
What?
Okay, bot lane inhibitor goes down, mid lane inhibitor will be soon to follow.
They can just go for the end at this point. The Riven is failed.
I think they just want to style it, right? 20 minutes win.
FA is going for the more
That's what they're going to do.
clinical sort of a win with the 3 inhib push, but I don't think they need that at this point. But it was a really
It's still
one-sided
worth it.
game.
It's still worth it. You get to style it.
I think the purple team at this point is just trolling. Or at least the Riven is. Because she just TP'd onto creep, which is like right next to her inhib. Ulted the grass.
I think Frost Academy, they're going to recall and get their items for the one last push. They could have ended it there.
Yeah, I
For
think
some
that
reason.
they want to have the Baron when they end it. I don't know. It's
I'm
there's a
not
lot
too
of
sure
ways
why
to
the
end it.
Kevin is saying GG easy herself. I'm not too sure if
Well,
she's talking
it
about
was
herself.
easy for the enemy team. That's what
Yeah,
she's
that's
trying to say.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Don't judge her. Yeah, I think they're gonna go for Baron. They wanna get everything in this game. Enemy towers, enemy skills, dragons, barons, inhibitors, what else? What else do you need?
Such kind of games made very good food for KDA, so I think everybody's trying to farm that up at this point.
Yeah, maybe rather than winning, it's more like sending a message to their next round opponents. Like,
Yep, of course,
you're gonna
that
be
also
scared
plays
if
a
you're on the
big
other
role
side of
in
the
that.
bracket now. Baron's gonna be picked up. Nothing's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be an easy Baron pickup. I don't think
We
it's
see
gonna
the
be a game.
we see the
Okay, there
Baron
you go,
going
Baron.
down pretty fast because it's a 20 minute, so it's quite weak, right?
Yeah, Baron, like, right as a spawn, it doesn't have a lot of resistance.
Can end this at this point. They're all gone AFK in the base. Quite a
Yeah,
sad ending to what could have been a good game.
you
And
won't
CG.
expect this after this game.
And that is game
Okay, there
of the
you
first
go.
quarterfinals.
Maybe Frost Academy didn't get what they really wanted because the top lane didn't respond as the game ended. Let's see. So, that was a really good game.
That was a clinical performance.